Hello and welcome back to It's Like Vampire Survivors, but today we're playing 20 Minutes Till Dawn, which, in my opinion, it's like Vampire Survivors, but it's designed for people who enjoy getting beaten whilst playing games like Dark Souls. It's very, very similar to, Vampire Survivors. Probably, in my opinion, the closest homage that we have. Um, Although they are doing regular updates to it and changing a few things. From what I can see, oh, we've got a new weapon. Your hands only gonna ground when you reload. I just don't do damage. That's pretty good. That reminds me of the Shadow Pinion from Vampire Survivors. So, basically, the premise in this one is everything is done with some form of soul. You buy your characters with souls, you unlock weapons with souls, and then you use runes to level up your characters to progress, very similar to how you would do with money in Vampire Survivors. It's a little more gothic, a little more gritty, and a little harder because if you look, this character here, she has 4 HP to start with, so unlike Vampire Survivors where you can tend to survive a lot of attacks, pick up chicken, heal, this game is far more unforgiving than that, but we'll go for it in a second. There are a few characters that I haven't unlocked. I've not really played this one that much, mainly because, I don't enjoy getting my ass kicked. Every 6 shots send out frost butterfly that periodically freezes nearby enemies. You know what? This is a new character, Yuki. Happy to try it. I kind of want to try the bow as well, so I'm going to unlock that. See whether it's any good. And yeah, let's get into it. So, originally when the game, I think, is still in early access, but when it first came out, it was quick play mode only, 10-minute survival. Now they've unlocked, endless mode, or the main standard mode, 20-minute survival. Once you survive, you get to upgrade this darkness modifier. I've played it about 6 or 7 times. I've still yet to survive, so I don't foresee that changing today. Probably going to be a shorter video than the Vampire Survivor one was. So, by the looks of it, it damages them. However, when I reload, they come back to me. And there's that butterfly effect, which is pretty cool, freezing everybody around. So yeah, this is a... you gotta click yourself in order to fire the weapons, or you can hold down. Your character is much slower at moving when you are firing in this one. So yeah, it's just little things like that that make it feel like it's sort of more Dark Souls-esque. One of the things I found quite a lot in the game thus far is that your summons are quite good. So you've got your standard modifiers to ammunition, and things like, Electro Mage, where every second shot you call down lightning to strike an enemy for 22 damage. Also shows you what skill trees will then unlock, which is kind of cool, so you can at least see where you're going with it. Oh, excuse me. And things like that. So I've got Ghost Friend, which will some little dude. He will attack. At the moment, he'll just attack wherever he wants. Later on, you can sort of dictate where, he will shoot towards where you're shooting, shoot additional projectiles and things like that. There's a Holy Shield here. Protects me from one damage, but doesn't regenerate for 2 minutes. And in this game, 2 minutes is quite a long time, I've found. So yeah, the ultimate regeneration is in 1 minute. So, talking about chicken dinners from Vampire Survivors, the only way to heal in this game is by taking this perk that I've found thus far, and by taking regeneration. And it's 1 health every 90 seconds. So, again, a minute and a half, it's a long time considering in my experience, I've sort of found that I get easily distracted in this game by things that are, you know, XP and stuff, and I'll end up just wandering casually into the enemies. But and then finally the magic lens, that basically just, you know, projectiles through it will improve on damage and things like that. The good thing is though, when you take an unlock, you can then receive any of the subsequent unlocks as your next level. So, for example, if I was to take Vitality now, which I probably will do, I could, as soon as I level up next, be given regeneration. So I don't necessarily have to follow the path in order to get that, which is quite nice. So I will take Vitality just to give me that bit of extra health. The freeze is quite nice, it slows enemies down. But yeah, they move way faster than you do. And jeez. What I've sort of found with this is it's just maximising XP early on, and damage is pretty good. So again, we've got the magic lens, frost mage, very similar. You know, your bullets have a chance to freeze enemies. Power shot, which just increases your bullet damage. Pyro mage, which allows them to burn, and a magic dagger. So the magic dagger deals as much damage as your bullets deal, which is pretty good, especially with this weapon. Seems to be quite powerful. And obviously, as you get stronger and your bullets get stronger, your weapons will get stronger themselves. These dudes with the white, they will explode if you hit them, and they also damage their own enemies or their own team, which is nice. But yeah, as you can see straight away, this game is far more intense than if you were to be playing Vampire Survivors. Anger point, so bullet damage and fire rate by 50% when you get hit. It lasts 15 seconds. Ironically enough, I know I said I could have unlocked that, but it has taken me down a path. I've definitely gone from vitality to regeneration before, in one pick, because I was quite surprised by it. Sharpen, summon damage plus 40%. Eventually you can get like a magic scythe and get a second dagger, and then you can summon the little dude. For me, I tend to find that summon damage is probably one of the more preferable options when I go to level up. As you can see, the dagger's doing 27 damage per hit, which is pretty much enough to kill these little dudes. One. Okay, so bullet speed, but minus spread. I'm not quite sure how that works when you only got one bullet. Oh, that's new. Automatically kill enemies below 20% HP. Interesting. I mean, it's got to be Ghost Friend, right? Get me little dude. See, there we go. Instantly 1 damage. And the period of vulnerability when you do take when you do take damage, is far less than in any other game. So yeah, just sort of now put me in that position where, you know, you're already on the back foot. Enemies are ruthless in this. They, you know, continuously spawn. There you go. So double magic daggers should help a little bit in terms of thinning the numbers out. One thing I have sort of found is that the scaling between like enemy difficulty is incredibly high. So you'll have these guys, and then a couple of bosses will appear, and then the next sort of thing that you get is that you get these guys that fire orbs, and starts off with just 2 or 3 of them to begin with, and then suddenly boom, you know, before you know it, there's like 50 on screen, and they're so hard to dodge. Right, glare. That's an ability where anyone, so you can see there's like a lighter circle around my character. So that's technically my vision range. Anyone within that area will take damage every 2 seconds. It's pretty good. It's nice, especially if you're running away. Double shot. See, the problem is because it means less bullet damage, it also means that my magic daggers do less. And also, I only get 4 bullets before I have to reload, so it's probably not worth it. I am going to take Galere in this instance. So yeah, you can see that the inner circle is my radius, and then the outer circle I think is just an extended vision. I feel like the magic daggers are causing my ice move to trigger. Right, bullet speed, double shot, only shield, quick hands, power shot. Let's take power shot because it has pushback. Yeah, so it's difficult. I think, you know, one little mistake will get you potentially, you can end up losing 2 or 3 damage due to the lack of a longer invulnerability period. I'm sure that those daggers are triggering the freeze. Oh, there we go. See, second hit done. Bullet damage 45%. That's quite nice. I'm gonna take my summon power. So when you kill bosses in this, you get treasure chest. However, there's also like a relic system, which is basically just a better version of a. I get swamped here already. A better version of like the level ups. Double how often frost butterfly freezes or damages nearby enemies. So that's pretty good. So that's my once every 6. That will trigger. So I guess taking that means that once every 3. So every clip I should be triggering that. Which is nice. I'm going to take my little dude again because he shoots 2 additional projectiles. Kind of want the scythe. I've again not played it long enough, but I don't believe that there are weapon combinations in this or skill combinations. I think because you have this relic system which you get from certain bosses, I think that's the unique mechanic to try and improve everything. Yeah, so this is a summon mastery. This is one of the sort of relics that you can unlock. Basically what that does is that will increase my summon damage, which is great, decrease my bullet damage by quite a bit. So you then, you know, if you're relying on your summons to do all the work, which to be fair in this instance I kind of am, it's pretty good. So I think I will take that because I can always then take Big Shot later to rebuff that back. Just means that now my weapon is doing far less damage, but the daggers are doing solid work for me. Pickup rate in this game seems to be a little better, a little easier to facilitate. There are upgrades as well to pickup rate, which is nice, because I think based on how chaotic the game can get, it is nice to be able to then, you know, have the pickup. Right, there's a dragon egg here. Dragon's a pretty cool little dude, but it takes 3 minutes to hatch, so if you get that at the very beginning of the game, it's pretty cool. After 5 minutes, I don't think I'm going to survive another 3 minutes, if I'm honest. But then this gets like permanent buffs for the longer that you're alive, which is cool. So I'll take my dude, because it just increases the attack speed, and also it affects for all summons, which is nice. So this is the first real boss here. This guy produces the electric circle, electric square that you can see around the map. That will damage me if I touch it. And then he also does a charge attack, which is a real pain in the arse if you're trying to dodge enemies at the same time. I apparently took 1 damage from somewhere, and I'm dead. See, look at that. I don't know where that second to last damage came from, but within instantly he charged at me. I was trying to dodge enemies and I died. So yeah, look, this has been this game. You know, it's 20 minutes till dawn. It's the Dark Souls of bullet hells that I found thus far. It's fun. You know, it keeps making you want to come back. Or certainly me, like I want to come back on and try more. I want to progress. I want to become better. There's got to be something that I'm just not either doing right. Maybe I'm relying too much on the summon damage, or you know, I need to get some more of these skills up. Because again, maybe I need to utilize burn and freeze more. But that first boss is a real shitter. He has so much health, and yeah, it's just difficult. But I don't mind. I don't mind that. I enjoy Dark Souls games. I enjoy games where death is always around the corner. So yeah, I might do another one on this at some point later on down the line. It was a very quick run. If I get better or unlock new characters or something like that you know have made it easier, I do want to try and utilize this girl. You right click to summon a shadow clone that attacks nearby enemies. Shadow clones deal damage equal to your bullet damage, so that could be pretty useful. There are a couple of good guns. This is the bat gun, which I enjoy it. Also, your ammo to the bats are both bullets and summons. So in that, when I took that perk at the end, which negated my bullet damage but increased my summon damage, actually that's a net 0. So all I would get there is just the boost in summon attack speed, which is fantastic. And it also just makes it a little easier. But yeah, this has been 20 minutes till dawn. Let me know what you think of it. Apologies, it was a quick run. I didn't expect to die to that boss. And we shall see you next time on It's Like Vampire Survivors, but peace.